at the state level as well as the state legislature. For us, we have no doubt that this is going to make a major difference in the dispensation of justice in this country. And this is an integral part of the justice sector reforms that we all have been clamoring for. And it is no longer at the discretion of our governors or any other chief executive at the state level. It is now law based on the Constitution and not an act of parliament or executive order. And to the extent that our Constitution is the ground norm, we believe that speedy progress will be made in this regard. And then, of course, let me also assure members of public that the other bills that were not assented to by Mr. President, as far as we are concerned, it's a development that only calls for further engagement and further interaction between the Parliament and the executive arm of government. And Mr. President of the Senate has indicated that committees of both the legislative as well as the executive arms of government would engage in this regard to see what can be done. But to the extent that Mr. President has assented to these bills, and we're sure that they will have direct impact on the judiciary as well as the operations of the Parliament at the state level, we believe that these are significant parts of the lawmaking process. And then, of course, some of the other bills of which Mr. President assented to also have to do with devolution of powers, especially in critical areas like railway, as well as the generation and distribution of electricity in this country, which are things that we believe will also help to turn our own economy around. So much about new laws. But as a parliament, we continue to do our best to see that we work hard to propose amendment to different aspects of our law where there's a need for amendment, while new laws will also be made to take care of contemporary global development as it relates to our own polity and the development of our economy. Distinguished colleagues and my lord, having said all of this, I would say that I would, at this point, yield the microphone on both sides. First to my colleagues here to quickly do some self-introduction, after which I will work with the Senior Special Assistant to Mr. President to present the nominees. But before he does that, I will also have a representative from the Judiciary to also introduce my lords who are here in solidarity with the nominee. While I believe one of our directors from the National Human Rights Commission would also introduce officials who came with the presidential nominee from the commission. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Dear colleagues,